from Auburn. I live in Garrett currently, and I have two little boys at home. They're 5 and 7. And I got my BA and MA from the University of St. Francis. I've always been doing art since the earliest memories are I was 4 years old, and my grandma saved some of my drawings, which I have framed in my little studio now. And I decided to go back to school. I took some time off after high school, and I decided to go to art school like I always wanted to. And I decided to study photography so I could be a wedding and portrait photographer. And also the fine art side, I could do my personal art on the side as well. And so that's what I've been doing. For my photography, it's mainly self-portraiture and kind of like obscuring the image. It's not straight on. I like to give the viewers something to think about and not just tell them what to think or feel. And then for my paintings, it's abstract right now. That's something that's relatively new that I'm exploring. And that goes into more of the emotion, like the actual movement on the canvas and stuff. So that's what I'm working with right now. Yeah, so the self-portrait work in photography came about because I didn't really know who I was or what was important to me. So I'm kind of using that to explore how I feel about myself and other situations. And it really kind of manifested when my second born was still a baby. And I started working on a series, my motherhood series, about postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety. And I had people, not just mothers, some fathers connected with that too if they were the primary parent at home. And it was really eye-opening to see other people connecting their story to mine. And so I kept pushing forward with that. And I actually will be starting a part 3 to that since the boys are a lot older, just to see how things have changed and how things haven't changed. And then in terms of my paintings, I kind of stumbled upon the abstract when I lost my best friend a few years ago, and I was doing a painting series like in memory of her, and I was just frustrated, and I kind of just destroyed the canvas. And then I realized that the movement, the physical action on the canvas was really helpful for me. So I started exploring different abstract techniques to represent how I felt, and then at the time, it was a lot of anger and grief and loss, and now it's kind of morphed into not just those emotions as I'm still exploring different techniques. And I have people connecting to my work in ways I never expected. People, even after this show, I had strangers email me and say that they were so blown away and they knew or they could relate to how I felt, and somehow I became a safe space for other people to express how they felt because I was already talking about it myself. So that was not something I ever anticipated, but I'm really grateful for. So it's not just for me, it's for other people to relate their stories to also. Kind of what I've been doing. I'm still a wedding and portrait photographer. That's my day job, I say. And then when I have time, I work with my painting and photography. And I also write, which I've been kind of incorporating into the painting and photography stuff. But during the quarantine, I've been focusing mainly on writing because I just haven't really felt like painting or taking images. And that, in a way, I was thinking a lot about that today. That is also a way I've been taking care of myself mentally by not guilting myself for not pumping out all the stuff because we have so much time. I've allowed myself to take the time to step away as a way of taking care of myself too, because that's just what I needed at the time. So as we're coming out of that, I'm getting the itch to start painting again. And when the stores open up, I can get more supplies. That was another reason because I was out of canvas. But I want to start making new series. I like to work in series because it visually tells a story, and hopefully get my art in more places.